What's up, guys? This is Johnny's Locks. It's a new thing we got coming on here. I'm going to do my picks. Got a good reaction from my pick'ems. I've been saying on the podcast, so we're going to do a little new segment here. Hopefully, the Golden Moon will sponsor us one of these days since I've been giving them shout outs at the sports book. But it's going to be called Johnny's Locks. We're going to do it on Fridays. So I guess this is the first one to do. So, anyway, let's get down to business. We got some college football games coming up tomorrow. Um, Alabama, Mississippi State. I talked about this on the podcast yesterday. If y'all tuned in, you already know what I'm going to say. The line is, I'm looking at it right now. I got it at 15 the other day. It looks like it's 14.5. So take that to the bank. Alabama, Crimson Tide, way over Mississippi State in a blowout fashion. I hate to say that. I represent Mississippi State all the way through, but the dogs are just outnumbered with Bama. It's been that way since 2007. So don't see anything different. Take that one. Money line, gosh, you're not going to win anything on it if you put money line on it, but you're going to win the ball game for sure. So you could put like $1,000 on it for a money line and probably only win 100. So it's not really worth it. But hey, you will win something. So that's guaranteed. But I take that spread any day. LSU, Ole Miss. The line I'm looking at right now is 2.5 for the Tigers. I got it the other day. I saw it was at 3. 2.5 now. I saw firsthand what LSU did at Mississippi State. Jaden Daniels is a beast. Malik Neighbors, oh my gosh, he's a good wide receiver. Harold Perkins, that defense. LSU is stout. That loss to Florida State was Florida State's really good. I picked LSU to win the West beginning of the year, and then I was like, I don't know after Florida State, but I'm back on the Tigers bandwagon because they are the real deal, and I see them coming up and taking care of business in Oxford. It might be a little bit close back and forth, but I think LSU's going to pull away with it and definitely win by more than 2.5. So take the Tigers there. I'm looking at other picks from the SEC weekend. Georgia Auburn run, take down to the bank. Pick the Georgia Bulldogs money line. You're not going to win much unless you put a lot down, but the line on it is 14.5. I wouldn't touch that line. I think Georgia would win by more, but I'm not going to do that. But I would say money line on that. A&M Arkansas is another tough one. I don't know. I'd stay clear of that one. A&M's favored by 6. Set Jerry's World. That's a tough game. Always could go either way. You're calling that one. I'm not touching that one at all. Florida, Kentucky at Kentucky morning game. Kentucky's favored by 1. Kentucky hasn't played anybody. It's their first test. Florida Gators, they looked really bad early, but they came on and beat Tennessee. I'm on the Gators bandwagon on that one. Jump on the Gator bandwagon, Gator chomp that all the way to the bank because they're going to beat the Wildcats. It's a 1-point favorite by Kentucky, but I think Florida is going to take care of business that. Going into the top 25, let's look at these games. USC, Colorado, Deion Sanders prime time. They got a little humbled last week against the Oregon Ducks, which we all saw that coming, but they've been the talk of college football this week. USC is favored by 21.5. I don't know about that. I mean, Colorado just got smoked by Oregon. So I would think USC is going to smoke them as well. But 21.5 is a lot of points. So, hey, do money line on that. You might not win a lot, but it's guaranteed win. But I wouldn't – I'd be cautious about that one. The rest of the picks on the weekend, let me look. South Carolina, Tennessee. Tennessee's favored by 11.5 in Knoxville at night. I don't know what to say about that game. Well, I saw South Carolina beat Mississippi State last week. Spencer Rattler and their wide receiver is really good. The defense is kind of skeptic. Tennessee, not as what we thought they were going to be. They lost to Florida, which everyone picked them to win that game. So there's no telling. It is at home at night in Rocky Top. So if I was going, I'd pick Tennessee, but I would not take 11.5. I'd take Carolina. Tennessee, I just don't think it's going to win by that much. So if you're betting on that game, pick the Gamecocks. Tennessee money line, I would think, but Carolina is going to cover that. That's Tennessee's not covering that 11.5. Sorry, not going to happen. The rest of all the games, I don't think people are really interested in. They're all blowouts, looking like. Missouri, Vanderbilt, that's another one. Missouri's number 23 in the country, undefeated. Hadn't really played anybody. Vanderbilt is god awful. We thought, they beat Hawaii in that opening game. Thought, oh, maybe Vandy's got something. They're not. This line on that one is 14. Take Missouri on that one for sure. Missouri's going to win, and I think they cover on that. So I would take Missouri. Other than that, let's see, Utah, Oregon State. Oregon State -4. It's at Oregon State. Oregon State's 19. Utah's 10. Utah's undefeated 4-0. Oregon State's 3-1. I don't know anything about these teams. I just know they look to be pretty good. Cam Rising is the quarterback for Utah. I've been hearing about him nonstop. But here he's been hurt. I don't know what the deal is with him, but 4 points Oregon State on the road. At Corvallis. Utah could pull it off, but 8 o'clock, I'd go with Oregon State and the Beavers. I don't know anything about them, but that's a home game. The rest of them, I think we covered them. Michigan, Nebraska, that would have been a game back in the day. It's good. Nebraska's got awful. Line is -18. Michigan, they'll probably take that one, but is that at Lincoln? I don't know. Obviously, there's another easy money line pick. Michigan Wolverines are going to win that, no doubt. But you probably have to put a lot down to win anything. As far as the spread is 18, so I don't know. Take a pick on that. But anyway, those are Johnny's Locks. First episode of Johnny's Locks. We're going to start doing this on Fridays. We keep doing our podcast every week, so tune in and go to johnnypacker.net. Get you some coffee. It's for a worthy cause. My fight with cystic fibrosis. I talk about it all the time. It's my mission in life to help others by letting people know the fight I do. I'm actually going at the gym right now, about to go work out. Got to keep living, keep fighting. You know, it's just one of those things. You can't give in, can't give up. So if you're out there, keep fighting, keep living. And I hope y'all would help us with our cause. Bag of coffee is $14. It's not expensive. All these Johnny Packers that I got on, we know we sold those last year for a couple $100. They're still available in the shop, but I realize if you don't want to spend that much, but it's all going towards a good cause. So every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. But take these Johnny Locks picks to the sports book, local one. Like I said, maybe if the Golden Moon hears this, they'll jump on with us. But that's my spot I go to. But if you're listening, go take it to your place and run with these picks, and we'll see how they turn out. Don't get mad at me if they're wrong. But knowing my picks on these games here recently, I've been pretty close. That's why we want to start Johnny's Locks. Y'all take care. Have a great weekend. See you guys next week.